It's been 1 week I didn't start.
Good evening, friends. I hope you're all doing good. Today was a very fantastic day for most of us. I'm sure many of you would have made good profits on this transactions today. I was slightly skeptical on today's movement. Initially, I thought the market might move slightly down, and in fact, the first 1 hour I think was totally almost kind of a range boundish. If you see, Nifty was stuck between 15,900 to 15,800 levels. Then came the nice up move here. It made a high of 16,000 and then again came down and then moved up. By the moment I felt, I was also looking at the stocks front and observed that many of the stocks were giving a strong up move. Maruti, if you remember earlier in my earlier videos, I was kept on telling that my target is 9,000, and if we see for almost a few days, this has given a strong up move. My buy level, if you remember, somewhere at this range, 7,800. I had mentioned that it will retest and then start moving up. And today we see it is almost 8,600 levels. So for long-term investors, equity is always the best option. Never miss an opportunity, especially in the stock front. Most of the times people feel that making money is good in options, but trust me, the best way where you can make money or real wealth is in stocks. Good stocks like Maruti, HDFC, Tata Motors, uh, Asian Paints, all the blue chip companies will definitely give you good returns. If you remember, Tata Chemicals was somewhere at 300 levels or 400 levels. Just in the matter of couple of months, it just moved up drastically. Gave a good breakout here, another breakout here. In fact, I think we are currently see a very nice move in Tata Chemicals. In fact, I have traced here. Yes, this is my old so I think couple of days back I have shared that it will come down and then probably move up. So this move is still valid. We can definitely see a much higher move. We may even cross 1,200, but in a matter of time. Today we went long in Kotak Bank, and this gave a very nice up move. I think Kotak in a matter of time might give a breakout and then move towards 1,860 levels. So this could be our first target. It may consolidate somewhere here for some time and then move. So What are we looking tomorrow? What is that we are expecting tomorrow? Today, if you all know, today is the Fed rate decision. They have been waiting for they have been meeting for last I think 2 or 3 days, and today the outcome of the meeting would be announced somewhere around 11:30. And much before that, the dance of Dow Jones has already started. So it has been moving up and down, and I have shared my view. I'm expecting up move in Dow Jones for some time, up to 32,200 levels, and then maybe it may trade down, or you may even sustain and move up as well. Couple of friends asked me how do I draw this. Well, whether the drawings which I make are mostly by a software, or this is as I'm a drawing teacher and all that. Anyway, these are all based on chart patterns and the price action, the possible, and which we train. Of course, I'm also undergoing training, but we also train people to ascertain the possible moves and entry and exits in terms of the stock market. If anybody remembers, earlier I had shared the crude's fall as well. I had mentioned that this would go 122 levels and then hit towards 92. In between it started retracing up. I gave this movement, I drew this and then shared that my target is still impact. So let's look at option chain, Nifty and Bank Nifty. There has been quite a bit of if you see, there has been quite a bit of writing done on the put side. Huge put writing has been done, and PCR seems to be slightly overbought. So if Nifty tomorrow opens a gap up around 16,184 or even higher, then all this calls, 16,000 calls, would have to exit, and maybe either they will write on the put side or they may write at 16,200 as well. If market sustains above this, the next level of target is somewhere at 16,500 levels. However, as per the open interest, it is slightly already on the overbought. So if there is a chance that it may retrace back as well, or may remain sideways, or even we may see a short covering rally and move up also. On the downside, if Nifty stays below 15,900, then I expect a target of 15,900, and if this also remains below this, then my next level of target I would be looking at 15,850 levels. However, I see, being an expiry, of course, being an expiry, there is a huge possibility that market may tend to move both sides. Let's look at Bank Nifty for tomorrow. When you see the option chain, Bank Nifty is hugely overbought. It is at 1.5. And if you see there is a huge put writing done now very confidently. In fact, by the way the market was moving, I gave a hint to in most of the groups that I see some buying happening, and maybe the FIs have started buying. This was the view looking at the stock front I had shared. And now when we see the option chain, I feel yes, my understanding or observation was slightly on the right path. Meanwhile, whilst I am looking for this information which I had shared, I request to viewers to ask any questions if they have, so we will be glad to. Yeah, this is where I have a feeling FIs are buying. Looking at the stocks, most of the stocks were positive, and the way the market, the price action also gave me an indication or a feeling that market is moving upwards. So 34,000 is a very strong support for Bank Nifty. If this price of 34,000 is taken off, only then I think we may see a bit of down move. Maybe the first target I am somewhere looking at around 33,900, and the lower side, the next target I would look at 33,700 levels. On the upside, there is a possibility that market may try to open gap up, breaking this trend line. So if it sustains above this level, then my next level of target would be somewhere at 34,700 levels, depending on the short covering rally which may come above these levels. Meanwhile, I would request you to please do subscribe for our channel. Our channel name is Chat Speak, and also if you like our views, our videos, please do press the bell, subscribe, press the bell icon so that you get immediate updates whenever we post videos. Likewise, we request you to share our channel with your friends so that they also can take the benefit of the views shared here. Let's look at the open interest possibly of any particular stock you would like me to look at or share the views. Please do right here, and we would be glad to assist. Meanwhile, I wanted to look at Reliance. If you see Reliance on the stock front, today we went short below 2408, I think. Yeah, 24 it made a low of 2390. This was a short here, 24 somewhere at 2415. Yeah, I think we shorted somewhere at 2411 and we added few at 2408, and this made a low of 2388 and then sustained back later. Reliance possibly can stay here, slightly move down and then again move upwards. Let's meanwhile look at option chain. There is a huge call writing at 2500 and 2600 as well. So whenever the price reaches these levels, or their market is pretty confident that price will not cross these levels. So, and on the lower side 2400, it seems to be a very strong support. And if you see, we have drawn the charts, we are not broken this line as well. So when you look at the charts itself, you will understand where the market is heading. Let me tell you, the simplest way to analyze the market is look at the charts, and a little bit of data study is also important, because fundamentals of the stocks are also important. So this is my view for now. If you have any questions, queries, please do feel free, and else otherwise we would like to close here. Meanwhile, some of the stocks, maybe for tomorrow or the coming days, I would request you to look at First Source on the short term for 10 to 15% gains. First Source Solution, FSL. So this has been moving quite strongly, and I'm expecting a good up move for coming days. My entries are somewhere at these levels, 102, 103 levels, for a target of 120 levels. Also, you may look at Tata Consumer, which also seems to be looking good, which may give us some good returns. We may see some bit of a retest in Tata Consumer at 740, or it may just break the yesterday's high, gap up, and then go up also. I would request you to stay invested in these stocks for good returns. You may also look at Petronet. doji, currently trading at 220 levels. A bit of consolidation happening at apparently. We may see strong up moves after some period of time in this as well. So hope friends our channel has been useful. Please do like. I'm sure we will have at least 100 to 200 likes, and we'll start getting these likes in some time as well. So based on Dow Jones is weak. Surprisingly, the Indian SGX seems to be heading strongly up at 1646 levels. So good luck for tomorrow. I'm not somehow convinced to give levels and options for tomorrow. However, as I mentioned, because there could be a possibility of back gap up, and trading during